Peter Rowe, you're managing one of the great historic race courses in Ireland, based in a county which has huge connections with national hunt racing.
Yeah, I think you need to look back into what's gone on over the last number of years. I'm in Fairyhouse 5 years myself, and you see the Geraghties, the Moores, the Carberries, you know, great family tradition, and then we see some of the people who have the tradition. Great to see Gordon Elliott, Tony Martin, Gavin Cromwell. I think tonight we should acknowledge the great performance of Tony Martin down in Melbourne, you know.
Never was a more expensive short head, £1.3 million.
But he still brought home 700,000.
Absolutely, it was incredible.
And I think for the Australians and the Australian media, maybe it's just as well they're not quite ready for Tony. The next time around, they'll see it work out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Hong Kong in December if he goes there instead. But as I say, Fairyhouse has a wonderful history, a wonderful tradition with great families. And I suppose while you have a lot of other days racing, you have two major festivals. Obviously, in this calendar year, you've got the Bar One Racing Day, and that's a hugely enhanced programme this year. And then you have the Easter Festival.
Yeah, I think you look at people never really appreciate it. You sit down in the winter months, from now until the end of February. We race 10 times in Fairyhouse. Navan races 7 times, just over 17 times. And everyone from now until next February, there's not too many long days. The days are short, plenty of rain, plenty of cold. And I think our track staff deserve a huge credit for putting on racing. You know, as I said, the trainers want the ground as soft as they can for their horses to run. From a racecourse point of view, I know the softer it is, the more damage it's done, so as to get the balance right. But you know, our own staff, I think, deserve a lot of credit for getting the tracks right and keeping us going during the winter. And our backup has admin staff. There's a lot goes on to a race meeting, but you go back, you were talking about the Bar One Hackness Race weekend. We're building up to that. It'll be our fourth jumps fixture of the year. The Saturday is a great beat, and then the Sunday now has become a real, from the first race, the Grade 3 juvenile hurdle, then with the Grade 1 Royal Bond. You know, you just look back through the history books, the Moscow Flyers winner, the Istabracks. Then you're on to the Hackness Race. Again, we saw Istabrack there being turned over by Limestone Lad. Then we've the Drillmore. Again, Gordon Elliott had his first Grade 1 winner with Jesse's Dream. And now this year we have a new £100,000 handicap hurdle as well. And then we have the Porter's Crown, which is the only other race at Fairyhouse run over the Grand National Trip in 3 miles 5. There's over 470,000 prize money for the day. We're very fortunate. Barney O'Hare and the Bar One team have been absolutely in bringing this race up to it. And they said when we got the new £100,000 hurdle, poor Barney says, that means I have to give you more money. And I said, yes, Barney, it doesn't mean you have to give me more money. But you know, it's the great thing about it. You know, that's the next stage. Then we're quickly through January, and then we're building up, of course, to the £500,000 Boyle Sports Irish Grand National.
And in terms of sponsorship, I mean, you have a variety of sponsorships. There's a variety of sponsorship opportunities, both with yourself and in Navan. I mean, it's, you know, Barney is putting in a huge amount of money, the blue chip sponsors for the big races put in. But there are other opportunities, and there are local opportunities as well.
We're dealing we deal with anyone, and you know, everyone. People have to realise the race sponsorship is very affordable in this country. You know, and we realise it's everything that goes with it. We can create a package to meet whatever demands you want. If you want to entertain some people and whatever, it's a very cheap form of entertainment, and it's a lot easier to keep people happy by bringing them to the day of the races than maybe some, you know, that they'd expect if you go to the Aviva or you go to Croke Park. So it's a great day, and I'd say to anyone, please do come to Fairyhouse first, and then you go to Navan after that.
And Peter, how do you find it in terms of, you know, the climate? Obviously, there's a better climate now economically. Is it that little bit easier to attract sponsors?
Definitely. We're seeing it is getting that little bit easier to attract sponsors. I'm delighted to say that we're attracting a lot of local sponsors in recent times, which is great.
And Peter Rowe, in terms of overseas challengers, I mean, it's been a notable feature that the Irish go to England quite a lot and plunder big prizes, you know, and then maybe the English hadn't been coming here in such numbers, but you've been entertaining a couple of English-trained winners at the track.
We've had with Dan Skelton, Harry Fry, it's been great. Noel and Gordon said, don't be encouraging them to come over. We want to keep, but no, it's great to have the competition. Last year with Kerry Lee and her great double, and with Harry Fry's winner and Dan Skelton. But, you know, people talk about this industry, and we are such a close industry, everyone helps one another. And I think one of the best